All right, welcome in. Willy McKenna here with SheepShades. Remember, you can go get your SheepShades at sheepshades.com. These are sunglasses for artists, by artists. And today, as you can see, I am sitting down with Miko from Son of Kick. We're sitting here at the pageant as they're getting ready to open up for Bass Nectar, which, I mean, just talk about that experience real quick. I mean, anytime you think about DJing, Bass Nectar is one of those guys that you really think about. So just tell me what it's like being able to be on the road with him.
Being able to be on the road with him is pretty amazing. As in, I think it's a lot of like people's like producers and kids' dream to kind of like get to that point. I'd say, in this type of music, anyway. And so yeah, it's quite humbled and really happy about this. It's really exciting.
So, as a part of SheepShades, we try to bring artists together and kind of have that mutual respect for different arts. So, go ahead and just tell us a little bit about what you do and just your music in general.
It's a tough one because I'm kind of known for a little bit known just for doing all sorts of like bass music in general. So, I'm a musician, but I also produce, sing, and do kind of like the whole spectrum of bass music. Not so much like drum and bass or whatever, but like, you know, grind. I come from like a big UK influence, so I'd say more like a grimy, trappy, a lot of hip hop influence, some dubstep. Glitch up, all that stuff is just combined together. It really depends, like the day I sit in front of the computer and start making it, and then it pops out. This is it. It's just a big blend of hybrid music.
You talked a little bit about that kind of UK influence, and I always think the coolest thing with artists is not everybody gets to sit down with a guy like Son of Kick on a daily basis or anything. So, just tell me a little bit about you and how you got into this profession.
I started making music, writing music, and like guitars and vocals and stuff like that when I was 13. So I kind of like, it's been a long trip since then, and I started playing gigs when I was like 15. So it's, it went from this to playing with different bands, playing drums for some bands, playing guitar for other bands, singing. Then got to the UK, and then because I came from France, and then got to the UK, and then started to learn how to DJ on vinyls like techno, hip hop, literally techno and hip hop. It was kind of like what my friends had as like vinyls, and then I became like a hip hop and funk DJ, and then started producing from there, like Ninja Tune kind of beats. Quite dark stuff really originally, and then the journey carried on, like producing, releasing the first track, then the second, few labels, and then a tour, and then another one, and then I'm here.
So specific artist wise, who would you say is your biggest influence right now?
There's so many, man. I mean honestly, there are so many influences. I've listened to all sorts of music, like everything, from 80s goth music to jazz. I love Tom Waits. I love like Aphex Twin. I love Bob Dylan to the names can go Coltrane, like, and so on. So there are a lot of influence. I guess like the industry we're in like right now is like the bass music that I'm in. We kind of like feed off each other a lot. Like we create, put it out, people hear it. They don't copy it at all. They just kind of like get influenced into what they do and so on and back and forth. And I think this is kind of like how it goes at the moment. There's a few. I'm sure that there are a few like key players in that game. But yeah, there's loads of influences, loads.
So as artists, we were kind of talking a little bit before about what it's like being on the road, and maybe something that the average person doesn't really understand what a grind it is every day. So go ahead and just talk a little bit about what your schedule is like on a daily basis being out on the road.
Honestly, it's not that hard. Like, I know we kind of like, it's tiring, but it's my schedule is really, really easy. Like, I can't even like go like, oh my god, this is like, it's not like these guys, the crew, like the guys that like put up like the stage and the sound and the speakers, the lights, you know, all that stuff, you know, they work like 15, 16 hours a day, you know, every day. So you won't hear me bitch about it once. Like, it's just like I prepare my set for like a couple of hours, dig some new tracks, prepare it, get on stage, do like 45 an hour set, and then I'm off. I mean, I play around 8 p.m., 9 p.m., you know, so at 9 p.m. I'm done, like, and then, you know, I can pack up my stuff, and then I'm free till 3 p.m. the next day where I'm gonna restart working, you know. So the tiring part is like, is the bus tour. Sometimes, you know, the bunk, I don't sleep really well in it, like, you know, it's just stuff like that. People are fine. People like the bus like rolling and it like puts them to sleep. I don't. Until the bus like doesn't stop, I can't really sleep. So I sleep like maybe 4 or 5 hours a night. So that's why it's like, that's the only tiring part for me. But other than that, it's like a big team. We're all together. Everyone's looking out for each other. It's really great.
So for other kids out there who are aspiring DJs or just musicians in general, just talk a little bit about how Miko came from where he was to opening for Bass Nectar and just the career path that you've had. Talk a little bit about how you got there and what kind of advice you'd give other kids today who want to follow a path like yours.
I'd say, from my experience, I'd say work hard is definitely the number one. Gotta work hard at it. Whatever you're doing, just like keep at it. A lot of people will always tell you, you'll find, I think, unfortunately, a lot of people that will tell you that your shit is whack. And few people will tell you, nah, this is great, keep going. That's the people you want to listen to. Because only you really know what you do, and you trust in your guts, keep working. And if this is really what you want to do, I think eventually you'll kind of like see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because however, if it's going to take a year, 10 years, 20 years, like, you'll get there, because if that's what you want, you got to keep at it. And I think, you know, in general, this is what it is. This is how I've done it. You know, I've just worked so hard, so long, and a lot of people told me I will never make it, and I'm here today, so I'm quite happy. And I think that's the way. You know, trust in your guts.
So we all know that you're on tour with Bass Nectar right now, and that's going to be lasting for at least a few more weeks for you. But I want to give you a minute just to talk to your fans and potential new fans from doing an interview like this. Where can we expect to see you in the next couple months, or, you know, into the new year?
We're finishing the tour in November, and then I'm heading back to the UK, doing a few shows in Europe. Then December, I'm coming back in the US to do some shows, and then and writing as well. I'm gonna go to LA, write a lot more stuff. I think from December, probably January is gonna be like a studio time, write a lot of music, finish a lot of tracks, because I have a lot of tracks like almost done but not really. So I think January will be for that, and then we'll take it from there. There's a lot of things happening, but yeah, it's just quite exciting. Also, at the end of this tour, we'll see what happens. You know, it's a different ball game now, so it's just
opens a lot of doors for you.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll see. You know, I kind of, like I told you earlier on, I live like a day at a time, so we'll see how it goes. And then yeah, that's about it. You can find me. You can listen to the music if you don't know it. Like, it's Son of Kick, and it's at Son of Kick, like all their social medias. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what's your website where we can find some of your stuff? And I'm sure you're on SoundCloud as well.
Yeah, it's soundcloud.com/sonofkick, Twitter Son of Kick, Instagram, Facebook. It's all at Son of Kick, so it's easy to find. And then yeah, just hit me up.
Great. Well, that is Miko from Son of Kick. Be sure to see if he's coming to your town on the Bass Nectar Tour. And once again, I'm Willy McKenna for SheepShades. Thank you for watching.